Hey, what are you doing?
I've been trying to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think I want to pick up Harpies.
Did you know AkemiTCG has that Harpie on fleek?
Who's that?
You're not subscribed to him?
Oh, We are here where all the movie magic happens. And here is the deck profile. We're just going to jump right into it. There is no sideboard because I'm trying to make this deck competitive, but this is really tricky. It just loses to a lot of hand traps. That's just a little bit of a heads up here. And also, this whole deck is in alphabetical order. So if you missed a certain card, you can jump back into early in the video, and depending on what letter you're in, you can find it. Just to make it easier for you guys, alright? So let's go. Let's start right through it. Let's go right through this. 1. Dragoonity Phalanx. This is your main Garnet, but also combo extender. You grab it with Divine Lance. Since it's a Garnet, you do not want this in your hand because Divine Lance cannot summon from the hand. It has to summon from the deck. Just a heads up. You don't want this in your hand. And you're going to draw more often than not. Just a heads up. Brood of the Wind Spirit. I only play one. It's an extender. You can grab it off of Brotar, which is pretty neat. You know, pretty windy. And it just makes rank 4s. That's all you need. And it's also a Winged Beast too, which really helps a lot. 3 Harpies Channeler. This is going to be your main Bae, your main chick. She is going to pretty much do everything that you need for the deck to extend. Combo starters. She's a level 4 as well. Pretty much this whole deck is level 4 besides maybe barring 1 or 2 cards. Basically, she and or Perfumer starts off your combos. So you have 6 kind of like combo starters and potentially more in this deck list. 2 Harpies. At the end phase, you get to grab something off of it, and the first effect, you can, I believe, I've like never used the first effect because I haven't played this deck for like ever. When it's normal summon, you can target a Winged Beast monster you control and a face-up monster your opponent controls and return it to the hand. So, let's say you already have an established board and you normal summon this card, you can target one card you have, one target they have, and bounce them both back to the hand. So it could be super beneficial, but it's limited to only face-up monsters, so you gotta play your battles here. But pretty much during the end phase, you get a free search for 1500 or lower Harpie, which is pretty much every single one of your starters. You have Perfumer, you have Channeler. I'm running 2 copies of Harpie Lady, the OG, the Vanilla. And reason being is I play a card that special summons this that you'll see later on in the video. 3 Harpies Oracle. Initially I ran this at 1 because I just didn't like how it functioned in the deck, but you know, as I kept playtesting, I kept thinking about it. It's just good, especially since we're getting Harpie Scratch Clash, which does count as a level 5 or higher Harpie. You can pop off that way as well. 3 Harpie Perfumer. This card should be reprinted at some point. Fingers crossed, Konami, please do this for the Harpie players. You pretty much grab any of your Harpie spells or traps with this card, and if you happen to have Scratch Clash or Sisters on the field, then you can get 2, so it's a +2 when you grab it, so this is really good. Elegant Egotist is the main card you grab with Harpie's Perfumer, so you can extend further. Just overall, really good card. 1 Harpie Queen. You don't really need the field spell that bad, but it does come in clutch sometimes. And 1 Harpie Lady Sisters. Again, this is another Garnet. You don't want this in the hand. It's a brick. But I felt like playing 1 was better than not playing 1, because first, we don't have Scratch Clash yet. So, and the second thing is, I want to be able to special summon Oracle for free. That's just a free level 4 special summon. In the end phase, you know, you activate if its effect, if it's still in the graveyard, then it'll resolve even if it's not on the field anymore. Which absolutely bonkers. Next is Mist Valley, Apex, Avian. There we go. Your boy Avian. Pretty much, what is it? Target a Mist Valley card you control, bounce it, negate the activation, destroy it. Remember, as a heads up, this cannot be used if it's chain blocked. So let's say if somebody plays Crusadia Magius with Parallel Exceed and tries to bounce or uses both effects at the same time, and let's put Magius at Chain Link 1 and Exceed at Chain Link 2, you cannot chain to the Magius because it misses the timing. So unfortunately, if you're playing Apex Avian, then the next card obviously has to be Mist Valley Thunderbird. So you guys don't know the combo basically. You have Avian and Thunderbird on the field simultaneously at the same time. You can use Apex Avian, target Thunderbird, return it back to the hand to negate a card effect activation, and then Thunderbird says, if this card returns to the hand, special summon it. That's it. You just special summon it. It's mandatory too. It's not even optional, so it cannot miss timing. Absolutely crazy card. Absolutely crazy combo. One Brotard just lets you grab pretty much your winning monsters, but most of the time I just grab Garuda because it's early game. Just grab that card and it's just good. Next, I play 3 Summoner Monk, so that means you have 9 combo starters. Okay, I was debating back and forth between if I played this card or not, but more often than not, every single time I've resolved this card, it's been really good. It's just a really good card because you Monk, you go to Perfumer, and the Perfumer, a special summon, or add Elegant Egotist, and that's literally full combo. Summoner Monk is literally full combo. This card is amazing. 1 Divine Lance. This is also another Garnet, but if you search for it, it's not too bad. You still go into the Romulus and not get anything off of it. It's completely up to you if you want to do that, or you can go straight into the level 3 Big Bird. Up to you guys. 3 Elegant Egotist. This is your main combo extender. Such a good card. You just special summon a Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters from the hand or deck. Unfortunately, it does not special summon from the graveyard, but you just need the extender and you're good to go. Harpie's Feather Rest. This is your little mini Potter Avarice. I use it kinda often, but by the time it gets to this point where I used it, usually have game by that point. At least in my experience. Harpie's Hunting Ground, you play the one of. Not a lot of decks are running too many spells and trap nowadays, unless you run into the Eldritch deck or the Altergeist deck, which will pull through nowadays. So potentially you could run more Harpie Hunting Ground. Up to you guys, completely up to you, but I felt like running at more than one was bricky, especially since I didn't need it for a lot of matchups. 3 Hysteric Signs. This searches for Elegant Egotist. Enough said. You pop it, then you can search for 3 Harpie cards from your deck your hand. Deliberately, you can pop it with Hunting Ground, or you can pitch it off a Summoner Monk. That's why it's so good. You pitch it off a Summoner Monk. Amazing card. And because I run so many Garnets, I'm gonna get bashed for this, but I had to do this. It just made too much sense for me not to play this card. Magical Mallet. I play 1. Okay? I play 1 Magical Mallet. In 2020, I play 1 Magical Mallet. And this is the reason being is there's so many cards you do not want in your hand in this deck. And this inherently lets you fix your hand. Like you could have, let's see. Let me see the number of cards you don't want in your hand. You don't want this, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly 6 and 7. The 7 cards you don't want in your hand. And even potentially, this could be 8 too. No, not this one. This one. This could be 8 as well. So there's so many cards you don't want in your hand because they're searchable, or sometimes you can only grab them from the deck, that it just doesn't make too much sense for me to play, or rather, to not play Magical Mallet. Next, Monster Reborn. I play the one of, obviously, just a good card. I'm not gonna go too much detail into that. And 3 Unexpected Die. This is the main reason why you're running the OG Harpie Lady. You special summon it directly from the deck. It's free, and there's not too much else to say about that card. And last but not least, the final 3 cards in the deck are Harpie's Feather Storm. This card is absolutely amazing. If you don't know what this card does, is if you control a Wing Beast type monster, so that's the only time you can activate this card. Until the end of the turn, not end phase, end of the turn, so when the turn is over, negate all monster effects your opponent activates. It doesn't negate continuous stuff, which kind of blows, but negates anything they activate. This shuts down, let's say like Tenyi, this shuts down Adamantipator. Literally any monster effect done from anywhere. Hand, field, graveyard, banish, negate, everything. And kicker, okay? You control a Harpie monster, you can activate this from your hand. So sometimes I'll just open like horribly and just get, let's say, a Harpie Queen and a Harpie's Feather Storm. Usually you summon Harpie Queen and you can just pass turn. And during standby phase, if you're worried about Kaiju, because some players do get smart and they play Kaiju, you can just activate Harpie's Feather Storm during standby phase and they can't do anything. Sometimes it wins games, that's how it is. Anyways, it's on to the extra deck. 1 Oral Sword Dragon. This lets you yeet your cards or yeet your opponent really fast. Game ender. Just a good card. Could play Access Code Talker, but I feel like it's a lot easier to summon 3 in this deck. 1 Romulus. 1 Alpi, 1 Pisty. Because those go hand in hand with each other. You have to run both those simultaneously or else it just doesn't work. 1 Harpie Conductor. I run the 1 of... I'm not gonna lie, I might be taking it out just because I don't like it as much. I just wish Harpies had a better link. That's just how it is. Next card is 1 Hieratic Seal. Sometimes you end on this. I actually tend to use this to climb out of the Guard Dragon lock, but the Guard Dragon lock, the Guard Dragons kind of lock you into dragon monsters, and you just summon this just to get yourself out of that situation. It comes in handy. 1 Simorgh, Bird of Sovereignty. This is your main guy you're gonna get Mist Valley, Apex Avian with a Union Carrier. This is how you're gonna equip the Mist Valley Thunderbird onto your Apex Avian or whatever monster you choose. Completely up to you. 1 Abyss Dweller for the rank 4s. The best card. I've talked about this card several times. Just shuts down a lot of decks. I played against a Shoutouts player and I played Abyss Dweller and they just scoop. Cowboy for game. Ice Beast Xerophine. This card is still extremely underrated, and I'm so happy that we have like an exclusive card to excuse me, to Harpies, Blackwings, Dragonides. Once per turn, detach the material from this card. Negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls. So all face-up cards, not just monsters, all cards. And if you do, this card gains 300 attack for each face-up card currently on the field, and these effects are applied until your next standby phase. So if they have that diagram on the field, you can slap this down, and they can't use diagram until your next standby phase, which is absolutely great. I like this card a lot, and this gets really big. Lightning Chidori. When it's summoned, it blows a set card to the bottom of the deck, and then you can detach one to blow a face-up card your opponent controls. It returns to the top of the deck. So 1-2 punch. Heartland Draco, number 82. Basically, you summon or you activate Hysteric Sign, or you activate what's it called? Harpie's Hunting Ground. My bad, just like my brain just exploded for a second. And if you have this card, it's just a soft lock. If they're playing a deck that doesn't or can't out this card for whatever reason in 2020, then they can't attack, period. Because it says if you control a face-up spell card, this card cannot be targeted for attacks. Therefore, you can't just attack. You can't attack at all. Not bad. 1 Time Thief for Doer. This is honestly a Dugaris, but as of right now, I'm just using this just as a placeholder. But Dugaris would be the better choice than Time Thief for Doer. But it's really funny when you use this effect and grab a trap out of your opponent's deck. Because basically it lets you return a card they control to the top of the deck as a quick effect. And then Tornado Dragon is the last card. It's just a really good rank 4. This is pretty much the generic rank 4 package. That's that. Dugaris, Cowboy Dweller, and more emphasis on Dweller than Cowboy, because Cowboy's only there if you have space. Could run Utopia Double, but that's an 8th Garnet that I do not want to run, and also it takes up 2 extra deck spots. So anyways, let's go right into some combos. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys the basic 2.5 combo. There's many ways you can run this combo, or not 2.5, but 3 card combo. Many ways you could run this combo, but this is basically the end board that you kind of want with this deck. Basically, you get infinite negates with Mist Valley, Apex Avian. So you want to have Harpie's Perfumer, Unexpected Die, or pretty much any other extender. You can use another Elegant Egotist. This also works as well, but it's very, very flexible in what you have to do. But basically, you need a starter and 2 extenders. This card could be any card. It just has to be a card in your hand. Activate Unexpected Die. Special summoning Harpie Lady from the deck. Let me just move this up here so you guys can see the board better. Harpie Lady from the deck. You're gonna normal summon Perfumer. Activate Perfumer's effect to search for Elegant Egotist. Activate Elegant Egotist. It's gonna be a little bit crowded here in a second. Activate Elegant Egotist, and you can get a Harpie Lady Sisters or Harpie Lady. This one doesn't actually matter. Unless you're going to borrow Sword, then it doesn't necessarily matter. So I'll grab Harpie Lady Sisters, special summon that onto the field. Bam bam. Harpie Lady Sisters, okay? Link these two together. It actually doesn't matter which two you link here. Get Romulus. Romulus effect is gonna grab Divine Lance. Now you're gonna activate Divine Lance, equip it onto Romulus, and you're gonna use Divine Lance to equip the Dragoonity Phalanx onto the Romulus. You're gonna special summon Dragoonity Phalanx, any zone. You know, link these two together. Because it's an equip spell, it gets yeeted into Simort, Bird of Sovereignty. Then you're gonna go in your Phalanx, and you're gonna pop off, go off into LP. You guys already see this coming. Activate LP to special summon Brotar either from your hand or deck. That's the beauty of that card. Activating Brotar's effect, you're gonna target some more Bird of Sovereignty, discard whatever card it is in your hand. So now you have 0 cards in hand. You're gonna grab Garuda, the Wind Spirit. You can't special summon it quite yet because you don't have a spot here, so you're just gonna hold on to that card. You can even use it for next turn, that's completely up to you. You're gonna link this off, go into Pisty. Pisty's gonna grab Brotar again. Now you're gonna link both LP and Pisty together. Summon Hieratic Seal. And now, after you've done all that, link these two together to make a Union Carrier. Union Carrier is gonna grab Mist Valley Thunderbird and equip it onto Simorgh. So now the Simorgh is slightly bigger. I think it's 1000 attack. It is. Now the Simorgh is slightly bigger. This card cannot be targeted with card effects. So now it's 3400 beater. You have your Mist Valley Thunderbird there. I'm just gonna move this up a little bit. Mist Valley Thunderbird there. And now during the end phase, you're gonna go to end phase. You don't necessarily have to use this in your hand. If you have another extender, let's say like another Elegant Egotist, you could have used to make an Abyss Dweller possibly, but that's completely up to you in this scenario. In this scenario, we only had 3 cards in hand. So during the end phase, Simorgh is going to summon Apex Avian. Just make sure you put the Apex Avian pointed towards one of these arrows so it can't be targeted by card effects. So now you have an Apex Avian that can't be targeted with infinite negates here, and possibly another extender if you somehow use Garuda with something else. Possibly an Abyss Dweller. So pretty much this board does lose the Dark Ruler no more, unfortunately. This is one of the other reasons why I'm choosing not to play this deck competitive, but let me know down below what you guys thought. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye guys.
The world ends now.